Spring used to be my very, very most favorite season ever. Everybody's mood just lifts because the sun comes out, it's warmer, things start blooming, it's just a nice time of year. But in the Scamp, it's completely the opposite. It's the worst season of them all. I do still really love spring, even in the Scamp. There's only 4 seasons and one of them has to be the least favorite. And it is the spring because of the snow melt and the rain and the wind. It is challenging, but it's not something I want to spend much time complaining about because I'm actually so excited that spring is finally here.
Going for a cold dip.
Wow. 2 days ago the ice was about right here?
Yeah.
Wow. Springtime.
Springtime. Just my toes would be cool. Now that this is melting, I can actually dig it out some. Probably get out of here relatively soon so that we don't mess up all the land when it dries out. I think as long as we just move it early in the morning while it's frozen, we'll be all good. I'm trying not to mess it up too much, but just kind of like help it drain out of this basin here.
This is like your childhood dream.
I know, I was thinking, I wish we had like a 3-year-old boy here to do this for us. It would be paradise. Or girl. Gnarly.
Oh nice, it's moving. That's cool. Oh, you dirty. Our coconut milk went bad, so I have to eat this just sticky. Wow.
I'm gonna fill in the area that we walk on so that we don't tear the ground up more. Make us a little cobblestone path. I didn't expect it to get this bad. This is insane. Leaving a little space so that water can move around them. Project 2 is drain giant road puddle. Made a couple trenches to try to get some of this water out of here, so it's not just a big old bog when we try to get out. Yeah, we got some decent flow going.
Tonight I'm gonna make a dinner for you that I have never made before, but it's a very popular and common dinner. Taco bowls, or burrito bowls, Buddha bowls with rice and beans and meat. I love rice, but I cannot make it all the time. I can only make it when we have an excess of water. And because we're right next to a creek and we can filter as much water as we want, I can make as much rice as I want. 2.5 cups. It's a lot. So I've got my jar of rice. Fill it with water. Take a utensil. And this is how I wash the rice. I just stir it around a bunch. Unless it's like instant rice, I think you always want to wash your rice or else it comes out pretty starchy. Now I put the lid thingy for the jar and drain the water out. Now that looks just like milk, and you don't want that in your final rice if you want the best rice. Fill it up again. Now once I've gone and rinsed the rice 3 times, I fill it back up with water and I let that soak for 30 minutes. And while that soaks, I'm gonna do some yoga. So this is now soaked for 30 minutes. Pour that into our pot. We made 2.5 cups of rice. We want to fill this jar, this pot, up with 2.5 cups of water plus 1/4 cup of water. This is a tip from Marion's Kitchen. She says no matter how much rice you have, do equal amounts of water plus 1/4 cup every time. That's 2 3/4 cups of water to go with our 2.5 cups of rice. So you need a tight fitting lid. Turn on your stove and watch it closely. Once it starts boiling, we turn it on low and set a timer for 10 minutes. I let the cast iron get hot and I'm gonna put in some Epic brand beef tallow. My brother got me this carbon steel pan. That's awesome. Finally, we have a lid for the cast iron, or vice versa. Okay, rice now. We've got a boiling pot of rice. Do not open it. Turn it to low and set your timer for 10 minutes. Very important. Do you have your phone?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
I'm on watch.
Okay.
6:07, so it's 17.
Okay, don't forget.
You don't forget. Do you need assistance?
Oh, I heard elk while I was doing yoga.
Screaming?
Yeah. It's really cool.
Wow. Oh, I love that. Like that.
Yeah, I thought they were coyotes at first, but they were just like singing. They make a weird noise.
Yeah. When I was little, I always thought it sounded like somebody having a bad number 2.
Also beans. Oh, yeah, man. Okay, it's been 10 minutes. We turn the heat off and we bring this inside. Don't open it. We need to let it rest for another 10 minutes. Closed. So this has been sitting for 10 minutes, right? Still nice and hot. And we have perfectly cooked rice. Fluffy and perfect.
I'm so hungry.
We're not going to be able to eat meat much longer. It's getting warm out.
Oh.
Can't keep it in the cooler.
Great point.
So it snowed last night, which is not going to be very helpful for our current mud situation when it melts. The ground is frozen though. That's good. For now.
Oh, Bubba. This old boy's out here hunting mountain lions and he's just following us around. I think he's retired for the day.
I heard them come in this morning, a truck full of these dogs. It was probably like 7 in the morning. And heard them barking up in the hills and stuff.
When they find a lion, they'll bark and bark and bark at it and chase it until it finally gets up in a tree. And then he has that radio collar around his neck so his owner can find him and then go shoot the lion out of the tree. I don't really know enough about it to have an opinion on it, but it's a pretty wild activity. Let's go. Oh, too deep. Damn it. No. Oof. Excellent. That was not what I had in mind. Okay. No. You gotta stay out there. Big ol' happy dog. No. No. Back up. Go. Go. Love you, dude, but no. Go. Hey, go. Go. Good boy.
Barron walked over there to go talk to the guy, the owner of the dog. He just pulled up at his truck. Some very, very, very exciting news. Barron and I have been featured on Apple.com underneath Final Cut Pro's workflow page. We'll leave a link in the description. We were reached out to, I think last October, about being featured on this workflow page. They find our story unique in that we edit using Apple's Final Cut Pro video editing suite, and they find it interesting that we operate entirely on solar power. So we are very, very humbled, oh my God, the validation is insane. It's amazing. The article might be interesting for some of you to get a little bit of a better idea as to how we put our videos together off-grid. So again, I'll leave a link down below for you to check out.
That was fascinating. I bugged him for a minute, but he was excited to tell me all about hunting lions. I guess there are a few guys out here that do it relatively often, and they split up the land into game management units in Colorado. So from here all the way, like, I don't know, 40 miles, 50 miles out north, and then probably 100 miles south is one unit, and there were 6 tags allocated for lion hunting for this area.
6?
Yeah,
That's
and
it.
3 of them have been filled, and it's a giant plot of land, so it's I don't know, I guess that's fewer than I would have anticipated.
Yeah.
But he said for the health of the elk population and deer population and pronghorn and everything else, the like conservation crew, I don't know exactly who does it, but they keep tabs on how many lions are in specific areas and then give out tags to accommodate that. And you can't kill a female if it has kittens with it. And the old dog that was following us around, he said that that's the dog that'll normally find the lions, or like, because once he gets on a track, he just stays slow and steady, and he can't shake them off the tracks. They hunt them primarily when there's snow on the ground, because as the water evaporates off the snow, the scent of the lion evaporates with it, so the hounds can really like waft it up, and then they can also see tracks a lot easier.
Interesting.
But he said our chances of seeing a lion out here, if we're just hiking around, are almost 0, and that if we were going out like hiking up into the hills and at like 3 in the morning, we might come across one, but during the day they're generally like laid up somewhere, or especially with so many people hunting them around here and pushing them up into the hills. We are cleaning up today and getting everything packed up so that tomorrow we can leave early in the morning while the ground's still frozen. There's a couple spots in the road that are super gnarly, so yeah, ice is better than mud.
My good friend Dylan is a crystal extraordinaire. He sells crystals, he mines them even. He collected this one out of the ground himself and it's still covered in dirt, so I'm gonna clean it off and see what it looks like underneath. I have a lot of crystals from Dylan. He sells just about anything you could ever want, and I don't know, I feel good about buying crystals from a human. He is the one buying his crystals. He knows where they're sourced. And oh, there's some glue on my finger. That's not dry skin, that's glue. Looking good so far. I'll finish cleaning this and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like.
Camp and I are gonna go check on Puddle Lake real quick. All of this is what I'm a little concerned about. It's like gnarly mud, but it's gonna get well under freezing tonight, so I think it'll all freeze up, and then we will have no issue cruising over it. And with our Max tracks, even if it does get super muddy, we should be okay. There's old Puddle Lake. It's drained significantly from where I dug this little trench out. I'm gonna help it out a little bit more real quick. This will help too when other people drive through here, because if we don't drain this, it'll just continue holding water and the trench will just get deeper and deeper and harder to navigate. So I think this makes sense. Next time we're here, I will backfill all of this with boulders and rocks, just so that as the water washes out, it doesn't just wash out all the sediment and then erode the road away. But I don't know, I think this helps for now. Road construction crew out. Wow.
Yeah, it's like chocolate Oreo ice cream, like blends of clear, white, and black. It's weird. We'll have to figure out what it is.
Wow, that's crazy. The perfect geometry in these blows me away.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We're up very early, trying to beat the sun.
It's still 23 degrees out, so it should be nice and icy for us.
It looks like it's dry outside because it's frozen. All the mud is frozen, but it's just frozen.
Great point.
So we're gonna get all packed up and connect the Scamp and head out. CP. This is a her lover. Fly yourself a Tennessee woman taken by the wind. She promised you heaven. Will you oh.
The weavers fell and the antenna broke. Just the plastic on it. So I could probably tape it out, but...
Is that the new one? You're really far to the right, but a little more to the left. You might go forward an inch.
Whoa, it's frozen solid.
Are you gonna try to get under it?
Yeah.
Exactly straight and come back like 8 inches. And stop. It's like a ½ inch off. Now you're come to the right a little bit more. Now you're a little overcorrected. A little left. Well, I mean, what's better?
I don't know.
This is hard.
So this is driver's
Why
side.
don't you help me lift it? I'll help you lift it and then we can pop it off the ground.
Well, I would like to get it to where we can do this.
Okay. Okay, you're good. I think we did it. Yes. Yep. Good job.
See, it's frozen to the ground.
Oh, it feels good.
It's not too hot.
Sun is out.